Hello, and welcome to this bonus quickie episode of Art, Creativity, and Wellbeing. I am Kay Lockculp. I'm a coach, I'm a facilitator, I am an artist and an author, and a thru hiker who used to need a wheelchair. And this is the show for those of us, I'm including myself in this, are growing into, getting proficient at, feeling good as we bring as much care and love for ourselves as we do for our loved ones and those we work with and our friends and everyone in our world, right? Um, and yes, in this moment, as you read in the title, I am someone who has discovered a lump in my breast. I really debated about sharing about that, but I'd ultimately decided to do so because because of what I'm doing that's helping, first of all. Um, it's a I'm sure many of you have been in a place of sitting with something like this, right? It is tricky. It's there's a lot of opportunities to kind of go into what ifs, anxiety about the future. There's opportunities to go into perhaps call it regrets or worries about the past and how did we like why is this happening? What did we do to deserve this? That sort of thing. And all that's in here. Uh, And as I'm encountering it, and as I'm encountering what it's, what it is to navigate the healthcare system and to continue to bring patience and some smoothness to this, and um, I keep remembering that I am not my thoughts, and that this is all sort of information for someone on a learning journey, right? And sometimes on our learning journey, there are interesting things to sit with. Um, and I really wanted to share about what's actually been helping, because that's all great to think about and remember and keep in mind, right? But what has been uh, so incredibly helpful is getting outside. Is just sometimes it's riding around with the window down. Sometimes it's looking outside if it's the middle of the night and I can look out the window and see, just last night, actually, I saw the Big Dipper up in the north. Um, it's seeing the moon. It's feeling the wind in my uh, on my cheeks. Um, this just before I hit record, I stood outside on my deck and um, just let the sun be on my back for a little while. And yeah, getting outside and a lot of the phone calls I've been making, I've literally been making sitting outside as I investigate this. And it isn't, I mean, like all of us, right? It isn't the only challenge. There's other things happening and going on in my world, in the world. Um, and getting outside has been something that has been absolutely essential. It's probably the essential thing, feeling a connection with the outdoors. Um, that's been helpful. So I wanted to share that. It's so simple, and yet it can be so complex to actually make happen in our daily lives. Um, I know that's true for me, and I live at the end of a mile-long dirt road in a very on 25 acres. There's no one around me, and yet still sometimes I can feel disconnected from the out of doors and nature. So if that's solidarity, man, if that's happening for you too. Um, and I think it's really interesting how things happen, I guess. That brings to mind there's no coincidences because this coming Monday evening Eastern time, the 27th of July at, yes, checking my calendar, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'm offering a workshop called Let's Go Outside. It started for me as a part of the creative series, like the sort of fostering creativity series of Zoom workshops that I've been doing. The summer series is fostering creativity. We'll shift into something else equally fun just a little different as we get into the autumn. But right now, fostering the creativity that comes of being outside. Again, that's I've been doing more painting. I've been doing more writing. I have felt like a creator. And that, in my opinion, oop, I just lost my blind. One of the other challenges we're having is we don't have any trim on the inside of our windows at the moment as we are in the process of getting our windows replaced. Um, so now that there's a lot more sunshine coming in than there was a moment ago. Um, anyway, it's interesting how outside time can lead to creative sparks. And that's what this workshop really started out to be about. And I had no idea how essential it was going to be for me um, as we got closer to it. So I am cordially inviting you to come and join me on Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the 27th of July. The link is in the show notes if you'd like to do that. And if you are a Dreamers and Doers member, I have a link there in the group, which is a group for leaders who are looking to bring the kind of self-care and love for ourselves as we're accustomed to giving to others. It's very similar, isn't it, to the language that has to do with this show. We just bring more of a focus to it there. Anyway, there's a special rate with some savings for registering for the workshop. I believe it's $34 for for the general public, and then for Dreamers and Doers, it is, I believe it's 20, it could be $21, I think, to register, something like that. So if that sounds doable or interesting to you, the link to register is in the show notes, and I will also put the events page link in here because it shows you what events are coming up, and that's one of them. And you can see what the rest of these workshops are that we're doing on Monday evenings. And um, yeah, and just as we wrap up, I'm just wishing you well. I hope today is a good one for you. It is for me, interestingly, even with the challenges, it's a good day. Um, yeah, I'm sending you lots of love, and I'm grateful to you for being here. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.